Hi everyone, today I'll be showing you how to make spirit powder and then going over some of its general uses. Spirit powder essentially works as a powerful link to someone. Generally, you'll want to use this when you don't have any sort of magical link to someone, such as hair, clothing, blood, or this can be used if you don't have a lot of information about someone, but you still need a strong connection to them for spell work or ritual. One thing that is also quite unique about spirit powder is that you can even use it to create links to the dead for necromancy or spirit work, or you could even make it of yourself to help connect things like love spells or money charms to you directly. Spirit powder is incredibly diverse in what it can be used for, so you can experiment with it and see what works best in your own practice. So, now that you have a general idea of what spirit powder is and what it can be used for, here's the list of the ingredients you'll need in order to make it. The first thing you'll need is 9 pieces of paper with the person's name and date of birth written out on each of the pieces of paper that you want to link the powder to. If you don't know the person's full name and date of birth, then you'll want to write out as much information as you know about them. So if all you know is their hair color, you'll write the blonde woman I saw today on all of your pieces of paper. If all you know is their first name and job, you'll write out John from sales on all your pieces of paper. The important thing here is that no matter what you write out, that it's the same on all the pieces of paper that you're using. I've also found that if you have less information about the person, that adding a few additional pieces of paper can help create a stronger link, but you'll want to use your own intuition here and see how many pieces of paper feels right for the work you're trying to do. You'll also need some matches, a fireproof dish, and a mortar and pestle. A strong alcohol is also very good for creating spirit powder, as alcohol helps to draw in spirit and keep it there. The alcohol you're seeing now I have made specifically for magic work, though you can use any alcohol with a high alcohol percentage. I've also had great results with using a binding oil instead of alcohol, but do keep in mind that using either alcohol or binding oil is optional. So now that we've gone over what you need, let's go over how to actually make the spirit powder. The first thing you'll want to do is get your first piece of paper, place it in front of you, and think of the person you want to make the link to. If you're using the alcohol or oils here, you'll want to add these now. While thinking about them as clearly as you can, you'll want to call whatever powers you work with, be it demons, the elements, angels, or whatever it might be, and ask them to create a powerful link to, and read out whatever you've written on your papers, binding them to any magic performed on or with this link. Now, you can word this differently. I'm just giving this as a basic example. Once you've done that, you'll take your paper, fold it towards you. This helps to draw the spirit of the person into the paper. Put it into your fireproof dish and light it on fire. After the paper is burned completely, you'll want to take your next piece of paper, add your alcohol or oils, bless it again in the exact same way you did the first piece of paper. Then take a pinch of the ash from the dish and place it into the center of the paper, fold it towards you, and then burn it. You'll want to repeat this until you used up all of your papers, and you'll be creating a stronger and stronger link as you burn each piece of paper. Now for the final step. You'll want to carefully pour the ash from the dish into a mortar and pestle. Once it's all in, you'll want to start grinding the ash in a clockwise direction, as clockwise corresponds to drawing things in, and you want to be drawing in the energy and spirit of the person you're creating a link to. While you're grinding up the ash into a powder, you'll want to say, this powder is deeply connected to, and then read out whatever you wrote on your papers, all spells, rituals, and magic performed with it will affect, read out whatever you wrote on your papers again, by the will of, and then state whatever beings or powers you work with. It is so. Throughout this, you'll want to be thinking about the person and try to keep their face in your mind to help create a link to them as you're doing this. And now, this is your completed spirit powder. You'll want to be very careful with how you're storing this because it's very connected to them. So even in this state, as a powder, it can still affect them. So just be very careful. Thanks for watching the video. Bye.